Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Resonant Rise. I'm Kieran Dave, I'm here, I'm ready to do some stuff, I'm psyched. It's exciting times too because we just rolled out Resonant Rise release 090. We've done a bunch of stuff, we've added stuff, we've amped stuff, we've tuned stuff down, balance fixes, everything. A little bit of everything, and I'm really excited about the results. It's going to be some good results. But you'll notice the top of the screen, there's something missing, and that's my Ars Magica HUD. Now, you know, we've been big fans of Ars, and I like it in general. I think it's a well-designed and cool mod. But, you know, it's just not... well, it's very tough to balance that mod against all the other mods that are out there. It just does a lot of stuff that's really rough, right? For example, the fabricators allow you to basically make infinite everything. And we reported the way that it was being used, and in fact, I'll link a video that Korjanche made. Basically, he used a technique pioneered by Yoyas, who you saw just log on a moment ago. And that technique is basically to make cracked bricks. You can fabricate... Oh dear. Taste Sky Hunter, little dude. Yeah. You can fabricate cracked bricks and use those. You can crush them in a pulverizer and then feed them back into the system. Woohoo, diamonds. And the net result is you get a pretty dang nice power loop out of it. It's so fast you might as well not use anything else. And if you might as well not use anything else and you can quickly gain all this power, then why are you ever mining? Why are you using the cool laser? Why are you doing anything else? It's a Modpack's job to maintain balance. And I had a discussion with you guys a little while ago about balance on Modpacks and what it really means. And one of the things you have to accept is that sometimes you have to make the call to pull Modpacks out, or pull things out of your Modpack. You know, make a Modpack balance by removing mods. And so that's what we decided to do with ours. I'm sad about it, and I hope that Mythian's next Modpack is something we can incorporate because obviously he does great work. And I hope he'll think hard about maybe, you know, I hope that he's going to change his inclusion policies because they're kind of rough right now. And I've tried reaching him a few times. And I can't, and I don't know what to do about it. He has every right to do whatever he wants to do. But still, I wish that it wasn't so because I would love to include the mod pack. So you'll see that I'm mining here right now. Not particularly exciting. I'm mining in the Nether, our awesome, fabulous Nether. That's interesting. In fact, you know what? I realized something. I am not keeping track of where I'm going. Already it's... and as you can see, I've got some fabulous full Darkcraft armor. And I kind of need it because you know, all those witches, man. All those witches. But what I wanted to do really quick is set a... whoa! I want to set a waypoint right here. Maps. So, by the way, this is Map Writer. I've talked about it a little bit before. Looks pretty cool, I think. So, let's see. I just right-click, marker name, exit. We'll put this in doors group. X, Y, Z. There we go. That's the door. We'll be slowly using the groups feature of Map Writer as we go. I am here looking for metal. So you see I've got Sky Hunter here, and it's a pretty cool sword for, you know, zooming about, fly, it's pretty neat. And in general, my flight on this is about as good as I'd like. I mean, MPS has marginally better flight, but not so much that I care. And this armor is stronger. You have to make very special weapons to make your stuff as strong as this armor. Like, this armor amps your damage hugely. So, you know, I'm using it. I like it. And also, it's just kind of fun to have something besides MPS for a while. I'll probably go back to MPS in a while, but... Anyways, one thing I do need, though, and I'm actually excited to do, so it's not just need, but want, is to make a new weapon. Now, you've seen me using Witch Hunter quite a bit, and it's kind of retired right now because it's on the verge of breaking, and I'm not sure that I actually want to replace it. What is that sound? I'm sure that there's something out to get me. It is the Nether, after all. But, yeah, I feel like I would... Whoa! Sky Hunter. I would like to make a new weapon using the new Tinker's Construct stuff. Specifically, I'd like to make a weapon called Witch Hunter, or sorry, Devil Hunter. This is kind of a play off of Soul Eater for anybody who likes that anime. I liked it. I thought it was cute. You know, the design was good. But anyway, so I do want to make an upgraded sword, and I don't just want to make another sword or a long sword or a rapier. What I want to do is I want to make one of these new super swords that you see, the cleavers. And in order to do that, I need a lot of metal, not just a little bit of metal. Where are you? How are you guys evading me? I put it. I guess it's just laggy. Maybe it's just laggy. My internet has not been doing great lately, as evidenced by the 6 hours it takes for me to upload these episodes. So let it never be said that I don't have dedication towards you guys. Anyways, so I'm just kind of running around mining. Tinker's Construct has changed a little bit. You need a whole bunch more stuff, and you also have to cast all metal in casting tables from the actual, from the smeltery now. You can't just do what I've been doing and use ingots. And that kind of makes sense, as before there was only one reason to have a smeltery, really, and that was to make early game alloys. I guess 2 reasons, and then the late game alloys, right? But you really didn't need it for any other reason. In fact, it was kind of the wrong thing to do to take it. So, to do anything with it. So, but now you have to do it, so it's motivated, as they say. In the meantime, though, I just need metal to. Anyways, it just takes a lot of metal. It's going to take like 9 ingots to make what I want. So what I'm going to do... Whoa, gosh, this new stuff. I'm not used to this new nether. Just so much nethering going on here, you know what I mean? Well, nethering. I'm going to run around for a little bit and try and get the metal that I need. Because I need a lot of metal. A lot more than I got right now, anyways. And I'm hoping that that will result in something... Oh, man, look at this. Look at this freaking bizarre nether. This is weird nether. Nether. Makes it also hard to find all the ores. Look at that over there. Anyways, once I get that done, once I get Devil Hunter made, then I'm going to start working on the sub-mining station. I've got a quarry. I haven't actually made the GregTech infrastructure necessary in the server to make one, but someone has agreed to give me the quarry they are not using, as they have moved to 4 mining lasers. That's right, 4 mining lasers. I mean, okay, so I was cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm not sure how long we'll really use the quarry myself, but I think it'll be a fun build. People ask me for more Dartcraft stuff, so that's precisely what we're going to do. Is we're going to have a little bit more Dartcraft. But I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to mine here, and I'm going to let it record. But I'm probably not going to show you guys the whole mining trip, just because they're a little boring, and I only have so much to say in one long continuous shot before I just know something terrible is going to happen, right? Someone's going to come on, make it impossible for me to continue. Ugh. Still, I really actually have started to dig this whole Dartcraft thing. Just kind of gliding around is really fun, right? I don't know. It's definitely not the most effective system, but it's not ineffective, and it's nice. It's useful, and the armor is pretty strong. In particular, the fact that it gives you a huge fortune, like the equivalent of Fortune 5, and which is just, it's kind of outrageous almost how good it is. I really need more Tinker. Oh, is that one? Yes, it is. Here we are. Hello, little friend. I can't wait to make my new tools. All right. Well, I'm going to keep mining, and I'll be back in a sec, and we'll start working on Demon Hunter. Can you believe how tough this stuff is to find? Why is Ardite just insanely challenging? It's like the second one I found. Yes, I just thought this is my captain's log. Mining is happening. And what's this purple ore? Why, it appears to be netherite. What mod is that? It's a new mod. That's right. We decided to replace something, or at least come up with something. Oh, yes, lucky me. We decided we wanted to replace ours spell system with anything, right? Just to try and add things in. And Runic Dust is one cool mod that we're working on, but it's not quite ready yet for survival multiplayer. It breaks on servers. Works fine single player, so it's in the Modpack, but we pull it on the servers right now. Once that's ready, that'll be a lot more magic, but also we just have these really cool, hot earth. We have these really cool, mod called Sorcery, which, oh look, it makes a noise? Make a noise? No, I guess there must have been something else making a terrible noise. But, yeah, we decided to use Sorcery. Now, it's not in many things. It's kind of a new mod. It's in beta, so there's a lot of content still happening. There's kind of not much Sorcery in a lot of machines. But we're pretty confident that soon it'll be all worth it. And it works well with Biomes Plenty, as you can see. It's not perturbed by this whole, nether thing. Oof. I hate you, dirt. God, this stuff. Anyways, I will not be going into that much this particular episode, just because Sorcery is actually a huge involved mod. It's a big process, and you gotta, you gotta be ready for it. But we will get into it soon enough. And that was all I wanted to show you. Back to mining all the ore I need for Demon Hunter. Okay, so whew, that was quite a mining trip. Almost got lost. Was pretty bad. Whew. Even with the waypoints, it can be tough to find your way around the Nether. And I'm just processing up the last few little bits of ore I got, getting that all smelted up. But check it out, I got 10 Ardite and 10 Cobalt. So this should be enough, I hope, to actually make all the... Let's see. Hope they have enough room for all this. And do we have enough room? I'm going to be making a lot of mini urine, or I guess we're going to pull one of these out. 2 of these out. Right. That should be enough to actually do it. And oh, I may need to put some more lava in there. Look at that. That's almost out of lava. Let's grab some lava. Oh, I need to... so many things to do. One of the things I've had to do a lot of is replace... basically regenerate the Nether. It can be kind of a pain in the butt to have to do sometimes, but it's really nice to have world gen in the Nether. So we encourage people here not to build permanent structures in the Nether. I, of course, like a rube, like a typical noob, always end up not putting my grabbing my pumps before I reset the Nether. You'd think since I'm the one doing it that I'd know, but no. So here I am sitting on a mere 715 barrels and falling. Well, while that's going, I'm going to also... Let's see how we doing here. Almost done. Almost done. I can hold on to this for a sec. So the plan here is for us to make a breaker, a cleaver. This is a giant, super powered thing. And for us to make it, we're going to need to have a lot of metal lying around. A ton of metal. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a huge sum. So check it out. We look at the patterns, right? And we see that in order for, let's see, here's the blade. That right there is all by itself 8. That's right, 8. And we have a few more here, but I don't even know if we'll have enough as it stands. I actually don't know. I hope that we do. That should be 5, 6, 7 we can heat up in a sec. Let's get the lava in there, the lava in there, and of course the lava in there. But man, it's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough. How are we doing up in here? These things take a long time. It's going to be a touch and go thing, but I really only need the blade. I don't need everything else. And this will be the basis of my new sword. The reason I'm using that is, let's see, let's go over here and let's pull up this book, Materials and You, which has been updated to reflect the new stuff. Let's go over here. I think it can show off Ardite, but Manyalian has a base attack of 2 hearts, has a ton of durability, generally a pretty good plan. It's actually a pretty good metal overall. I don't make it for pickaxes because I want the highest mining speed, so I use cobalt for that. But I do use it here. So we're going to be making a Manyalian breaker sword, but we're not going to be doing the entire thing out of Manyalian. It's kind of pointless for one. For 2, it's extremely expensive. So we need 2 tool handles. Right here, where is it? There we are. We need 2 tool handles, large tool handles, and a blade. So that blade, that costs 8. Then we need a plate as well. And if you look, the plate here, that costs 8. So right there, that's 16 ingots. I just don't know how I would afford that. I barely have a 16 cobaltite. Right? I don't think I've ever held that much in my hands. So we're going to be using other stuff. And that's fine because we're going to be making this tool electric. And since we're making it electric, it doesn't actually need to have very high durability. What it needs to do is hit like a truck. And for that, we're going to need a lot of modifiers. We're going to want to have plenty of womp for the, and wallop on the sword, and so that it doesn't have to swing many times. For that, we're going to try and make it so that it only has, well, so we're just going to try and set it up so that it has paper as for most of everything else. Now that sounds crazy, but every time you put paper on, let me show you the thing again. Even though it significantly decreases the power of the weapon, if you make a handle out of paper. Let's see, where is it? Paper, there we are. It gives you only 30% durability. I would rather have the electric nature and a whole bunch of modifiers on it. So we'll make at least one paper rod. We'll probably also, since we're kind of, we last episode made it, we may use steel for one of the handles as well. Seems like that would be pretty easy. The biggest thing is we have to clear out all this mineralium or whatever it is. Oh, look, we got a little bit. So now if we toss these two in here and convert these two, right? And then also these three things. Can we get this in there too? Well, no, we probably shouldn't. It probably is unwise to do that because we want to be able to pull out the ingots, and this is half an ingot. Hopefully we'll have enough metal. We can see a little bit of the stuff in here right now, right? Slowly forming up. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough. So let's go ahead and prep ourselves for this. Do we have enough right now? We might. We do. It might be better than I thought. It's taking a long time. So I've never done this before. I need an enlarged sword blade. So let's keep this in the station. Gosh, I wonder if we actually have enough then. It might have enough to make the plate. Should we go, or should we just go for the large tool rods and then make the plate out of paper? Because I don't relish the idea. I wonder if I can make one of the tool rods. Just one. Tough tool rod cast. We should be able to do at least this. Well, we're still cooking that up. That took most of our reserves, obviously. Wow, it took all of our reserves. Oh, boy, this is going to be an expensive project. So I'm quite certain that I have enough here. In fact, I might just have enough outright to do all of this and actually do the entire handle, and then I'll make the plate out of paper. That would be best, because the binding is paper. That costs the least. And then we need to go back to the Nether for a little bit more work. I only got out because I was kind of desperate and had to take a random portal out. Fortunately, I found a dimensional door, and I found an unstable door, and that's how I got home. That was exciting. It's not your typical way home. I should have recorded it, but I was so panicked trying to find my waypoint. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? What happens when you're stranded in the Nether with no obsidian? Which I basically got to permanently carry obsidian around. Okay, and while we're waiting for this, we've got some other projects going on, so, you know, let's multitask. Oh, come on, come on. Ding. That's the Ardite. Oh, we got that. And then how much for the actual... Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see. How much can we do this? We've got to be able to do that. Come on, there we go. Now, the real question is, will we actually have... Ooh, it's hot. Enough for 3. We will. We'll have enough for both of these. Okay, that should be sufficient. Then we'll make the plate out of paper. And I think that'll be good. Paper. And this thing is so durable on its own. We'll see. We'll see. Still cooling? Fair game. Cool beans. So let's see. Here's a tough... No, we don't want the tool rod. We want the tough tool rod. Can we even do it? Is there even a tough tool rod? Do I have it? There we go. I tell you. Well, actually, no. What I want is the plate, don't I? I have 2 tool rods now. Do I have a plate template? I have this. Can I use this now? Did they change it at least so you can do that? No, of course not. Of course not. I think I have some spare blank patterns, right? Well, I guess I don't. Gotta make them. So, wooden sticks. I wanted to ask you guys, I really appreciate the people who are listening to me drone on. There's people who seem to be really enthusiastic about my Let's Plays. For whatever reason, they like what I'm doing. I am appealing to you people. I would love to hear the sort of mods that you think are awesome and should be included in a mod pack. We're getting really close to the point where we are gonna call Resonant Rise finished. We're just solving the Ars Magica problem and getting some power generation stuff finished up. So my question to you is, am I missing some mods? I mean, I want you guys to tell me, am I missing mods? Is there something I should be doing that I haven't done? You know, I want to know. So let's see, is there there we go. Wooden plate pattern. Who would have thought I would need this? I think this counts as a binding. But yeah, so I would love to know what you guys think on the subject. I would love to get your feedback. It's a large paper plate. Wow, it took a lot of paper. My God. That's a lot of paper. Let's get our other tool rod here. Is it not? Oh no, I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough. How can I possibly not have enough? Please tell me that this will cook it off. Is this even going to cook? Oh no. Do I really not have any more? Well, this stinks. You know what stinks? This right here. So I don't have enough to finish that off. And I can't cook this tiny little piece, no matter how I might want it. Welp. I guess I'm going back to the Nether. I wish that these things weren't, like, it seems like it's a little bit random. Like, I thought I did the math right, but evidently I didn't. Welp. Okay, folks, I'm going to be right back. I will take care of this. And, yes, then we will talk more about mods. Oh, man. Okay, I went back in the Nether. I got some more stuff. I actually managed to get this, too. A necrotic bone, an essential component of what I want to keep doing. But let's hope that we have enough now to actually melt this thing. I need just a little bit more. Just a little bit more and I should be good. I hope. It's quite a thing. I am not quite at the point where I can just ignore everything in the Nether. Especially when 5 wither skeletons come on and I'm then accidentally hit the record button and then dismiss the recording but lose focus and they're knocking me around. Fortunately, I have this force belt here. And on it, you can see I've been getting quite a bit of use off of my Rod of Restoration, which gives me regeneration. A pretty high regeneration, too. Here, I'll show you. It's almost on his last legs anyways, so let's just do that. And there you can see regeneration 2. That's really strong, right? Basically nothing can kill me while I'm under that spell. So I'm hoping that I can just keep making more of those. It shouldn't be too hard. But in the meantime, boy, was that intense. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? This sword is forged in conquest and blood. It's definitely going to be quite a ritual for me to finish this up. What we were talking about before I cut off, and for me it's been a little bit longer than I think it has been for you, is so basically mods. I'm looking at a few. The mod list is public, so you can take a look too if you have any suggestions. Some things that, for example, have been suggested to me is like Chococraft. I've been looking at Chococraft, and Chococraft looks cool. I'm not sure I actually need it yet, though. You know, it's one of those things where with the 1.6 thing coming out, it's kind of hard to commit to, you know, any sort of real, meaningful mount mod. You kind of want to be surreptitious about it, I guess you could say. You don't want to commit to something that you can't. What the heck? How'd that get in there? That you don't want to support going forwards. But, you know, I'm interested. For example, Imabys's new redstone controller. So if I look up timer, you should see it. Right. There's the timer. All those things, Imabys made the red power logic circuits, in addition to the things we have. There's some other additional red power logic things that we're looking at. Let's see. We should be able to finish it off. And let's see. Do that. Whew. Finally. Oh, and exactly enough. Cool. Cool story. The project is ready to be completed. So we have the paper plate. We have 2 tool rods. Let's see. We should have 2 tool rods anyways. See, that gets stuck in there? It did. 2 tool rods, Manalian tool rods. And we will then toss in the paper plate for an extra binding. Look at that. The writable cleaver. Ooh, look, it looks kind of cool, too. Oh, I forgot to name it. Grrr. Okay, well, you know what? This sword is so special, it deserves experience, just for the name. This is Devil Hunter. A step up from Witch Hunter. Yes! So, now to make it awesome. We want to put it in here. We have 4 modifiers remaining. We can easily get it to 5 with the resources we have on hand. So let's go ahead and open up our little book here and take a look at the modifiers that I'd like to put on Devil Hunter, just so that I can really kill anything that comes along. Let's take a look. We could put diamond, emerald, speed. I don't know if that would be good. Mining speed would not be good. Auto repair, maybe. Auto smelt. Luck would be awesome. Sharpness. We definitely want to increase our attack damage. At least one of these. We probably... Well, I don't want fiery, but I do want necrotic. So let's, at the very least, I fought hard for this. Let's add necrotic. Okay. Take that health right away from those. I think we want electric. Because, I mean, why do we really want to be spending all this ore replacing things? I don't. Definitely don't want to. So let's go ahead and grab this. I think this is the one. Oh, interesting. There, you can't make this electric. That bums me out a little bit. Oh well, I guess I will be repairing it. Anything from gas tiers? No, of course not. What am I thinking? Let's take a look at the book. What else do we want besides necrotic? We don't want pushback because we actually want to keep them in place. We would like sharpness, necrotic, perhaps reinforced. Oh, knockback. No, we don't want that. More beheading. We could have more beheading. I mean, right? Well, who wouldn't want more beheading? And it's probably smite, right? If it's a devil hunter, it probably should smite. You'd think, right? You'd think. I could easily make some of that graveyard soil. That's no problem at all. All right, let's grab some, we know we want luck on this tool because we just want to maximize the number of drops. So we want a bunch of lapis. Well, we could get these 6 lapis blocks for a start. Let's grab another stack. I've been saving up on the lapis. I knew this project was coming. Oh yes, it's a 9x9. Or 3x3. What am I saying, 9x9? Direwolf. Garbage. Although I guess I'm really not that much better with my tiny little rooms here. Okay, so, oh, interesting. How weird does that look? Pretty weird. That's going to take almost all my lapis. Okay, well, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch this. So, through the magic of editing... Okay, there we go. Through the magic of editing, looting 2. We'll not go to looting 3 just yet. It is a lot of lapis, and, well, it could always be that I just don't like this sword. I have enough to do one more like this, so who knows? Maybe I'll prefer something else at the end of the day. But let's next we want to grab a whole bunch of nether quartz. Even though this is pretty useful for you know, applied energistics, we definitely want to make this sword as powerful as possible. So let's see. Let's go ahead and make a whole bunch of these blocks to minimize my time. And I will max out at least 1 level of this. I wonder what it'll look like. I kind of love the new sprites. I deliberately didn't look at any examples because I just love seeing it myself. Okay, well that's, yeah, not bad, not bad. And yep, exactly the same thing as before. So begin the editing. Almost there. I don't think I can actually, yeah, I want to be a little careful here. So that's 1 full modifier of sharpness. I'm not sure if we really want to, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not sure if we really want to go the whole hog here and do multiple sharpness just yet. Just because it would probably also be cool to get the consecration, the smite. I'm not sure though. I don't know. But you know what? We've been fooling around enough. Let's take this puppy out and see if we can find some fools to smash with it, right? Where are those witches? Where are those witches? Because I want to find them, and I want to just blow them in half. I want to see them just, like, fly apart, like some sort of comical Evil Dead scheme. Ah, it's getting dark. Excellent. The hour of the witch is upon us. Which is actually more than just an hour. It's actually all the hours. Witches, where are you? What is this? Who would even leave this here? Mine, says Way. Witch. I see you, witch. Witch, come here. Oh, oh. Take that, witch. Oh, look at all the stuff she dropped. Okay, so that was probably not as strong as it could be. Now, let's counteract the poison with a little bit of regeneration. Yes, so poison, fire resistance. I accidentally hit the fire resistance. Let's just keep counteracting that poison. Now, I don't know. I wonder if I got to put more sharpness on it, because it's only got sharpness 1. And we definitely want to have this. We were looking for a one-shot here. Right? We're looking for something where the witches will be like, whoa, what the heck has just happened to me? And already my Darkcraft armor makes it pretty strong. Oh wow, I can hit multiples of them too. That's pretty cool. Let's just keep... You guys can't help but be destroyed by the fact that I regenerate, and also... Oh man. And how are we doing on the... Not doing bad. Okay, so I think Devil Hunter here could use a little bit more work, but already we're seeing great returns. We're seeing fantastic drops, potions of instant health. Really? Really? You think you're going to get... Whoop. Oh, so that's the guard. Huh. Cool. It's definitely cool to be able to hit multiples at once. But, whoop. These witches love to spread out, so I do sort of wonder if maybe we made a terrible mistake. You know what? No, we haven't made a terrible mistake. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. Whoa. Getting a little scary here. All this poison. Poison for days. That's okay. Regeneration for days as well. Having the Darkcraft rods and this ability to just quickly tool over to them is pretty cool. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of wondering what's up here, because it feels like it's not as big an area as it should be. And this is about as good a piece of material as you could ask for, right? So it's not like it's the wrong material. Ugh. So I'm not sure what's up. I guess we'll go back and continue to upgrade this the thing. Couldn't hurt, right? Couldn't hurt. Okay, so let's take a look here at my next plan. So it turns out I hadn't quite maxed out the damage on this guy, so I did that. And now I'm also decided that the last modifier I'm going to add is this Smite Undead. We might as well actually make it, you know, like the like its name suggests, very powerful against undead. So I'm going to go ting, 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 and you can see it gets this cool little, like, I don't know what that is, but it looks good on this, right? Looks solid. And I'm cooking up a little bit more, but this should maximize my damage against undead more than anything else. Ting, 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 yes. So the reason I'm keeping this one on camera is just to show you what I've been enduring. This noise is pretty cute the first time you move something over, but this process is quite annoying in the long run, right? And anyone who thinks this is cute, MDIO, needs to be told that it is not, right? And the only way I can do this is by having everyone tell him it is not cute. Tell him that there should be a way for us to push multiple modifiers through in one go, because, ugh, that was no fun. Consecrated soil. I'm really curious to see what that does against undead. Kind of, supposedly this actually hurts undead if they walk on top of it, which could be useful in a build, actually. You know, you think about it, that could be useful in many ways, because in the overworld, most of the enemies that spawn are undead. And that might be part of a mob trap. I need to make a mob trap pretty soon, and in fact, I got a gift from someone. Tridakian or Triticalian? I don't know. Triticalian is probably not it. Alright, there we go. Da-da-da-da. Max upgrade. Let's go out and let's cut a witch. Huh? Cut a witch. Okay, so let's find a witch. Let's cut it. There's got to be some witches around here, because they don't go away in the day, right? Witches. Actually, there's one down here. There's got to be, right? Gosh. Why is it that when you need a witch, there's none, but when you don't want a witch, whoa. Huh. Let's just float out of here. When you don't want to witch around, then there's a million of them throwing bottles at you. But if you do want to witch around, well, then there's none to be seen. Okay, there we go. Did I anger the witch god? Did I do something wrong? Witches. I see another one. It would appear that there are some... There we go. Now we're two-shotting witches. This is good stuff. Alright. I declare Demon Hunter complete. Okay, well. Whew, so, a little project done. That's great. I'm thrilled. I'm truly thrilled. Can't wait. Looking forward to it for sure. But now we need to get started on actual resource acquisition because we are perilously low on resources. I mean, look at this. Diamonds. Look at this. I barely got any diamonds. What the heck is going on? Well, sorry about that. Let's just, sure, someone's got bees that are out of control. Right? They're causing problems. So what we want to do is we want to start working on the actual, I think I showed you the episode I first introduced Darkcraft. We want to start working on the location of the of our landing site. I need to put a few things together. Specifically, I need a lot of stone to make bricks. And then we're going to go there and we are going to start setting up shop. So I'm going to gather what I need and I'll meet you there. And here we are. So I took the liberty of running on ahead of you and making a structure. Oh, a structure. Yes. So this is going to be Factory Alpha. I'm using these cool glass balls from Equivalent Exchange to light the interior. And you can see this cool dynamic glass from Mechanism to look out. So the plan here, which I have been a little bit closed-mouthed about, but now I'm ready to talk about, is that we are going to take all this oil. We are going to turn all this oil into fuel. And then we are going to, with that fuel, we are going to, I think the best thing we can do with it is burn it in engines and use that to power our quarry and our local factory. And then we'll process on site, and anything we can't process here, we'll send back. We'll use tesseracts for that. Now, some people may be asking, Dave, you have a bunch of power generation back at your base. Why don't you just do all this back at your base and then tesseract the energy back in? It'll make this build super compact and super easy. I am not going to do that. It's no fun. I mean, we have this pack with so many interesting ways to generate energy. We have all these cool things we can do here and there. And I kind of don't want to do it that way. Sue me. Anyways, we're still going to make it interesting here because there's a couple things that we're going to do that are a little different from how they've been done and you may have seen elsewhere. For example, we're going to get a lot more bang for our buck from the fuel than you might expect possible by using a few different mods. So I'm going to go and put together the things we need for that right now, and we'll get the power system laid out, and you can see how it's going to work. Now, I'm a little short on materials. Things have been a little rough, but I think I have enough to get stuff done, and if not, I will just pause and go laborious process, and through the magic of editing, you will see it all. So let's first see how many force ingots we have. We have 9. Well, we're going to need to make some more. I think we have a lot of silver lying around. Yes, we have plenty. So we can make some force ingots. Now, the reason that we're making force ingots is that we want force gears. We want force gears because we're going to be using Darkcraft's force engine. Here's the one we want, silver. And let's just make, I think we're going to need at least half a stack. Let's just make a whole stack. I don't know if we're not going to be quite on. But that's okay. We need it because the Darkcraft engine is an interesting engine. It doesn't blow up, ever. And it also doesn't, run very efficiently unless you tune it, and you can tune it with throttles. So let me just go ahead and call up the force engine. Force engine. There we go. As you can see, we need a few of these. I think we just have a bunch of everything for this lying around now. We just need the gears. The gears are pretty easy. We're gonna need some. We're gonna need, I guess, some stone gears and some stuff. You know, I've been putting this off for a while. Let's go do this right now. It's kind of annoying, but let's do it. One of the things I make all the time is I make gears, and it's annoying, and I always edit it away. But what I'm going to do is teach AE to make gears, at least up to that level. So stone gears, which is kind of the basis. So we're going to need 2 of these patterns, right? And we're going to teach it how to make wooden gears, and then we're going to teach it how to make iron gears. Now, one of the cool things that you may have noticed is that I don't have to actually have the stuff on me. I can just go like this and make some wooden gears. Okay, there we go. Let's just go ahead and make 10 of those. Should be pretty fast. So the goal here is to get these force engines working, right? And to do that, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need at least, I think, 4 of these force engines. 6, which means we need 8. Right? And now if I do this, we should be able to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the secret of these guys is that what they do is they take a throttle. Let me just put it down and I'll show you what I mean. If I fill this up with fuel and I fill this side up with water, they'll behave like a regular combustion engine, but one that doesn't overheat. That's great. Now, if I were to fill this up with something else, like for example, this liquid force in this water, they'll be outputting 8 mine joules a tick. Fantastic. But we can use other throttles too, and there are a few that I have in mind. In particular, we're going to be using crushed ice. Crushed ice should be a doubling of the normal ratios for fuel, which should put us at 16 mine joules a tick with fantastic efficiency. We could use other things like, for example, the liquid from this system. But hey, we're using that, although we definitely have an overage. We're going to need to increase the capacity of this. But also, I just think this would be cooler. So we're going to need the stuff we need for crushed ice. In particular, what we're going to need is a glacial precipitator, which I think we're just going to squeeze in with enough resources for. Get one of these. Do we have enough? Oh, it's going to be so dicey. I don't want to mine anymore, guys. As for snow, I think we can make them with snowballs, and I think I do have 2 of those. So we're going to have this make ice, and then we'll have a squeezer squeeze it and output it. So it should be exactly what we need to get the build done. What are we missing? Ah, pistons. Pistons. Are we really? Well, I tell you what, let's toss some of this in there. Piston. So now we have the glacial precipitator. And then we need a squeezer. I think. Right? No problem. Got a lot of bronze on hand. So we'll be able to output the ice. It'll turn into crushed ice, and then we'll use that as a throttle. And it'll work super well. So let's... And then what we're going to be using for the power cabling, I guess, is we're going to be using the universal cable. This is something from that we have from, I guess, Mechanism? Yeah. So this stuff is actually pretty cool. It works like a little internal cable. It's not quite as efficient as the thermal expansion cabling, but it's very close, and it does a bunch of stuff that we want. Like, for example, it automatically converts between universal electricity and between, oh boy, it's durable too, and between universal electricity and Minecraft power. And since we're going to be using both types of machines, it's most fortuitous, and we're going to be producing Buildcraft power, it makes the most sense for us to use this cable because it'll let us do a bunch of stuff. So let's go ahead and get this set up here. So the plan here, I think, is that I'm going to dig a little pit right here. Oh, if you're wondering how come I can dig through this ground so quickly with just my bare hands, this is because of Darkcraft's armor. It actually, when you wear a full set, it turns your hand into the appropriate tool at the appropriate speed that your armor gives you. So you notice now it's quite a bit slower. Still pretty fast for sand, but yeah, obviously. So we're going to dig this pit, and I'm going to run in the oil here. The refinery will be down here. And probably a tank down here as well. And then we'll run the power up into our factory, which will then process all the inputs. So let's just go ahead and really quickly fix this up. I think if we take this off, there we go. Boy, it sure is great to just have the universal tool, which is my bare hands. I'm a little worried that this oil is going to flow right in. What do you think? Too easy. So, this will, I think, basically give us 64 mine joules a tick, if my math is right. And if it's not, oh well. And that will be fantastic for our build, right? Because that will mean that we have enough to power our quarry almost fully. It's not going to be full power. It doesn't matter, right? At some point, a full quarry, like the quarry runs fast enough. But it's also going to give us enough power to actually process the quarry's output, which is sort of the key. Oh, look. Look at that. Just that's interesting rock down there too, huh? So what I'm going to have to do, of course, is get all the fuel over here from over there. So I'm going to probably do this off camera, or at least part of it, because I think we're running a little long at this point. We've made Witch Hunter, Devil Hunter, and we've got these things going here. We're going to have a little area down here that we're going to use. Let's go ahead and just break right through here. There that we'll use for processing the incoming, processing the throttles and whatnot. And we'll probably do what we need to do and run all 4 engines up out of this line. So I'll lay them down. And then I think we'll call it an episode for now. So we're going to have this, this, this. Oh, not quite. This and this. And all this power will come up into our factory, courtesy of the oil that's being pumped in and the crushed ice that we process. And we will have a system that produces a lot of power very quickly for us. And we'll just use up this oil, because if it's here, why not use it? And in fact, we're going to quarry right over the oil. We're going to put our, well, we'll probably put it close. Maybe not exactly right on, but close enough. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks for indulging me as I made my new tool. I've gotten to test a little bit between camera runs, and it's been pretty good. It's not the best, but I think I can keep making it better over time. If you're excited about this build, please join me next time. I think that there are several episodes, and this week's going to be a very different type of week for me. So there's going to be some new content, the sort of thing you've probably never seen me do before. I've met up with a bunch of people, we're recording some stuff. We have a beekeeping tutorial going on, because I don't know much about bees, and a couple other things. And that'll all be coming out. But I'll be working on this, and we'll have it all in place very soon. And in fact, someone is messaging me right now asking me if I'm working on my new quarry setup, because they want to see it. So I will have more details on that to follow. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate that you guys have been my fans. It's been great. My YouTube channel is growing steadily, and it's not growing super fast, but that's okay. I'm happy to be, I'm happy to be kind of a nobody in this whole thing, so long as everybody enjoys what I'm doing and I have fans that like it. And with that, I'm going to call it an episode. Please leave a like or subscribe if you'd like to see more. Please check out all the other people who are doing Resonant Rise Let's Plays. They are much better players than I am. They are much more entertaining than I am, and you should watch them too if you like what I'm doing. Whoa, spider! Demon Hunter. Show them what's what. Yes. And I will, of course, see you next time.